This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, September, I believe, 5th of 2022.
It is September 5th.
It is already September, I guess. And you're listening to episode 322 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Leo.
We have a change-up in the Dream Team this time.
You're right, we do. Ford is not here.
That's
Instead,
right.
we just have Malaris.
I'm glad that,
Did you already forget to speak into the mic when you're talking?
I'm sorry, I'm speaking into my beer. Listen, I haven't podcast next to you in a while. Like, anytime I've been, on the podcast, it's been at my home at this point. And it's not been
Now you don't have
often.
a home, just a beer.
At least I have that beer.
True.
So it took LQ dragging you out of your house to get you on the podcast this time?
No, it took a lot of
Beer?
finagling, beer, and gas to get over here today.
Ford says cough in
Cough.
the chat. Yes, in the YouTube chat.
Oh, there he is. I guess he's still sick. Sorry, Ford.
I don't believe he's sick.
He just doesn't have the good genes.
I like pre-podcast. It was just like, okay, Kevin and Ford are just deciding to avoid each other at this point because I haven't been on since he's been on, and he's not on now that I'm on. It's just back and forth, vicious cycle.
Cycle of vicious.
It's been at least 2 months since we've had more than 3 people, I think. Remember, in the beginning part of this year, for a solid 3 months, it was always all 6 of us every week.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
It was good timing, I guess.
Only people could get their lives in order. Ford.
Bruh.
Yep, it is Labor Day, a made-up holiday that signifies the end of summer.
Yeah.
And
All
the
I did
rise
was
of
labor.
communism.
Did you say all you did was labor today, Leo?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I did, but then I stopped.
Yeah. I was complaining before the podcast. I've got a really awful burn on my wrist, actually, because I had the idea of, I really like putting peanut butter on my s'mores. So I thought, maybe some toasty peanut butter would be nice, so I'll coat the marshmallow first. Well, it turns out peanut butter drips quite a bit.
You don't say.
Oil peanuts.
Doesn't
Peanut oil-
toasty peanuts sound good, though?
Yes, toasty peanuts. Yes, but
Yeah.
you
Now combine that with delicious sugary spread and marshmallow.
made a
Open
recipe
flame
for disaster.
and skin.
And then when it dripped, I was like, there's literally nothing I can do here, because if I try and spread it, it's just gonna go further, so all I can do is let it burn for a bit, and then lick it off.
No, you can wipe it off.
I only had one hand.
You could have
You
dropped
lost
your.
other hand.
Could have dropped
My other
your
hand is
marshmallow.
holding the marshmallow with the stick.
You should have dropped that
No,
into
then
the fire
peanut butter
where
would
it
have
belongs.
the marshmallow is above me, so if I would have dropped it, it would have just dropped more peanut butter onto me. So, yeah, unfortunately, the peanut butter marshmallow will have to fight another day because they've still not figured it out.
I think it won the battle today.
There's
I don't
gotta
think
be
it
one-
has to fight.
Was there any
again.
point where peanut butter becomes crispy?
Probably not.
Maybe if you let it sit out in the air for a while, let it go
No,
bad.
that's all crystallized. I don't want it crystallized. I want it to get crispy with lots of toasted ends.
You can't oil.
The only
Oil
way you
doesn't
could
get
do
crispy
it,
But why can you make the peanuts crispy then?
because they're
because
peanuts.
it's solid. So when you have a peanut and you
Is there a
crush
way
it all
to
up,
cook the oil out of it so it just leaves the peanut part of it?
yes, don't make it peanut butter to begin with. Just
But I like peanut butter better than peanuts.
the only it's like you can make deep fried
Okay,
butter, but you have to batter it. Like
Yeah, have you ever made fried ice cream?
yeah,
I've not made it, but I know the process.
Okay,
same
so
thing. Like
it's like the ice cream's frozen, and you have it in a coating, and then like if you want to, you crush some peanuts and you roll it onto the coating so it sticks, and then you deep fry
No,
it.
see, like I get the science. I'm just disappointed by it.
Or you can roast it really quickly if you really want to. Like get a torch and roast it that way.
Yeah.
If you care about it that much.
See, you know, like the coconut marshmallows. I just want that
I
with
don't
peanut
actually.
butter. Well, there's certain marshmallows
Then-
that are covered in like coconut on the outside. They have toasted
Okay,
coconut
see,
marshmallows.
coconut is solid. It is not peanut butter, which is an oil mix. Oil catches on fire, LQ.
Well, it didn't catch
So
on
if you
fire.
put it-
Actually, it's not as flammable as a marshmallow.
If you put it over an open flame, it will get hot
I get that.
and
I was
become
just-
runny. Its bonds which keep the peanut butter together will loosen.
Yeah, and I was just hoping it would turn into something great.
Well, you were wrong.
So I've just got to apply the peanut butter afterwards. I just want to find a way to make
You-
peanut butter that tastes toasty.
toasted
Again.
peanuts turned into peanut butter.
That's already how you make peanut butter, but it doesn't have the toasty flavor.
Extra toast it then.
Maybe.
You're not looking for peanut butter. I reiterate this. You need actual peanuts if you try and replicate that coconut marshmallow you were talking about.
No, I don't want to replay exactly. It's just a similar idea. I don't like
Yeah,
the
the
texture
idea.
of coconut. So,
Well,
and I don't like the texture of non-buttered peanuts either. So,
Well, what do you like?
I like smooth, creamy peanut butter, not the chunky stuff.
Well, I do not think you'll be able to accomplish what you want on an
Yeah.
open fire.
I figured that out. Nope. You can
Okay.
always try again.
Well, that's what certain political party that always does the same policies says.
Yeah.
If at first it doesn't succeed, try again until you bankrupt the nation.
Yeah.
Ford says you should try melted chocolate mixed with coconut oil.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure that would be good because coconut oil is generally pretty tasty, but I'm just wondering how it relates. All right, but so today we decided we're going to talk about Lego Lord of the Rings because I just bought the Lord of the Rings 4K extended yesterday. And I watched it for the first time in like 8 years. Well, Fellowship at least. We haven't gotten to the others, obviously.
well, you say the first time in 8 years. You haven't ever seen the extended
No, I haven't ever seen the
editions.
extended edition before now.
What did you
Right.
think of it in comparison to the theatrical?
Well, it's been so long, it's hard to point out every instance where they added something.
Yeah.
It's still the superior version, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. I mean, it was very good. The sound mixing was very good on the 4K version, too. It also looks nice because it doesn't have the green color grading, which I would have never noticed until it was pointed out to me on Twitter anyways, but the 4K version does look very nice. We got to watch it on a brand new TV. So, that all worked out. Almost didn't get it, actually, because I went in because they're having a sale for Labor Day weekend. That's why I was going to get it. And I knew there's like 5 of them that have been sitting on the shelf forever. I'm like, oh, I'll finally pick one up. Get there. Well, there's none there. There's still like 3 of the Hobbits there. But
Of course.
The Hobbit is also like $10 more expensive for the 4K box set for some reason.
Interesting.
But then they're like, hey, I go up and ask them like, hey, do you have this? And they're like, well, it says in our system we do. So we look all around the store for a while. Can't find the box. Finally, she goes in the back and is like, well, someone put it in the miscategorized bin back here.
Interesting.
So then I eventually did get it. Though we got like a bunch of us went in. I also picked up the Daniel Craig James Bond collection because I got it for free. And
May as well.
Oh.
Kevin got the Hobbit extended collection.
Because I haven't seen the Hobbit extended versions, and the only thing that kind of made me hesitate is the fact that they don't connect like the Lord of the Rings do, because of the extra scenes are just like retconned in later movies. So
yeah, well, at least for like Desolation of Smog, they actually add a scene from the book into it.
Huh.
The part in Mirkwood with the river, which didn't make it to the original cut.
What?
And also the extended edition of...
Which part in Mirkwood with the river?
So there's an encounter where they're trying to cross a river, which makes you fall asleep, and Bomber falls in. They add that part in the extended edition. So it's nice that Peter Jackson's priorities were to include stuff in the theatrical cut that was in the book.
Well, let's remember,
Wait,
Peter Jackson didn't actually write these movies.
I know, but still.
Like, he does get way too much hate, where he was brought in, and who knows, like, he might have actually been desperately trying to save them based on what he was given. They're also an incredibly short time frame to finish all three.
Well, the problem is that it's 3.
Yeah, that's the bigger problem. 3 movies.
So it is strange for all that, though, that the first one ended up the best.
The first one is the best.
I still really like the first one.
Yeah, like there's some odd parts that just don't have the same oomph, but it is much more solid, mostly because it focuses on our main cast of Bilbo and the dwarves.
Yeah,
instead of
which
the dwarves.
The other 2 movies do not.
The dwarves and Gandalf switching between the two, and Bilbo's in the background.
I always even forget about the Gandalf subplot, because not only is it boring, but it's nonsensical.
And it's not in the book.
Nope.
Like Gopher.
That was the most meta joke at the time. Like, I feel like it goes over so many people's heads nowadays too. Like, there's some really clever jokes in Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, but we're gonna talk about the Lord of the Rings sets today, and maybe the Hobbit if we get time.
This theme is the best contribution that the Hobbit movies ever made to our media.
I only got
was
2
Lego
sets,
Lord of the Rings,
and I only have 1 assembled because I disassembled Riddles for the Ring quite a while ago to build like a set for a stop motion that never got produced. I don't know what happened to my Gollum. I assume he's around somewhere, along with the Frodo.
I like Frodo. How's yours?
I guess actually I don't have Bag End up at the time. I replaced it with the 501st Stormtroopers right now, but I still do have that. I think it's with my Home Alone house in storage.
Yeah, so. I have Bag End right here with Trog of Akama standing next to it.
I know why I put it, because I said, the sets I put in deep storage, I'm going to put the ones that I know I'll want to take out again, so they're just not forgotten forever. Because, if you put something that you want to take out again, and you put it in, to the deeper part of your storage, then you're never going to get it out again. But if it's something that you really like, then you'll dig out that box again.
Sounds like Orion with his Bionicle collection.
I don't think Orion owns any Bionicle anymore. I'm not even sure what possessions he possesses these days.
I thought he lost it somewhere in Mississippi.
I don't know.
That was a long time ago.
Over the years, he's went through so many losses and stages of no material possession and weird stuff. I have no idea what his state is at this point. I mean, obviously, people know Orion hasn't been here for a while. Pray for him. But yeah. Bag End or An Unexpected Gathering is probably one of my favorite Lego sets. So I had not. Now, when Lego Lord of the Rings came out, I had not yet seen or read Lord of the Rings. It wasn't until the Hobbit sets and stuff were nearing an end that I had actually read them, and I still haven't seen the movies at that point.
That's the opposite for me. This is the highlight of Lego, because it was back at the time where I was actually beginning to earn some money, so I was able to scrape stuff together to buy whole lines of stuff.
Now,
this is an incredibly good line, though.
One of the most
it is very good.
Contributions that this line made to me is I got to spoil the end of the.
Oh yeah, you did do that for me.
Yeah,
on the Lego message board.
Yeah. I think you forgot it by the time you got around to it.
No, I remember.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you didn't say exactly how it happened.
Yeah, but I said it.
Okay. So you were never there for like the first teaser section of the site on Lego.com for Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, I saw all the stuff on Lego.com. Like those
You did?
recaps
Okay.
were my first experience with the story. I had no idea what was going on. But it kind of spelled Gandalf's death for me too.
Oh, nice. Or lack thereof.
Yeah. Well, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't tease him coming back. Actually, like it just showed Gandalf getting pulled down to the pit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's as far as they ever got.
Probably. I don't necessarily remember where those went. I just remember like in the beginning
Lego
there was
didn't
this big
support the
map.
theme long term.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shame because they
One of
focused.
my problems is
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm the only one who remembers this. There was a Lego Flash game about like defending Helm's Deep, and it's like you had to like do different mini games a certain amount of times, otherwise like the orcs would capture Helm's Deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's like no record of it. There's no like saves of it or anything. Like the only thing I could do is go to the Wayback Machine to just prove to myself it existed. Yeah, obviously you can't play it through that, unfortunately, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, I kind of have these cool memories of doing that as a kid and or preteen or whatever, but it's gone now.
The odd thing is that this theme is also directly responsible, probably, in what led to me meeting y'all and getting part with the BCC topic.
That's probably true, also.
Because I wasn't involved in the message board side of Lego.com until I got on the Lord of the Rings galleries and made my way from there to the message boards.
I'm trying to find where I have like a folder of a bunch of Lego Flash games. I'm trying to see like actually where the Lord of the Rings one would be, but I can't actually remember where I unzipped them all to. Oh, that might be it. Okay, I put them in the backup folder. Let's see. Atlantis, Batman, Pirates, Ninjago, Kingdoms. There's no Lord of the Rings.
The Kingdoms Flash games were pretty fun.
Okay, I've got Kingdoms. I don't think they have the Angry Birds one here, though.
Oh.
That was like the
Castle
best one.
Yeah, I like that one. Was that Castle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Castle.
Yeah, I loved that one. Alright, well, let's get to the sets so we have time to adequately discuss them all. And look at it right away. This is an awful price-to-piece ratio, but by today's standard, it's still great. I think this is a good set. I was thinking the other day,
Can confirm.
I'm realizing now how awful Lego is at giving us smaller sets. I saw a mock of like a small NES build. I'm like, wait a minute, why doesn't Lego just give us a small brick builds of consoles? Because we'd buy them still, but they just think we're idiots, don't they?
Yep.
Joke's on them. I never did buy the NES.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, this is not a great price-to-piece ratio, but you do get a horse, Gandalf, and Frodo, so it's a pretty great set.
Yeah. This was... I had some idea, like, when I was buying that I'd buy this wave in the order that it comes in the story. It's like, this was the first one I got.
Did you get most of them?
I got all from this wave except Shelob's attacks, the Helm's Deep wall, and then Helm's Deep itself.
That's a lot of the wave.
Yeah, so I think I got like the attack on Weathertop and Gandalf arrives first.
Yeah, because there's not much else to say about the horse and cart. That's a really great set. Again, this is just so much better than most licensed themes do. The old attack. I don't have that Gollum. I have the Hobbit version of him, which I think the Hobbit version is a bit better because they actually like give him more Lego-y eyes in that version.
Yeah, this my cousin got this one. Interesting because Shelob has this little function where you can take her web out of the back and spin around Frodo and then reel it back up with the gear underneath.
Yeah, I have this one. The problem with this set is Shelob's legs, as posable as they are not stable because of like the pieces they're on. So it is hard to like not only pose but like keep it upright.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's a pain to display, basically.
Yeah, much to my shame, since I didn't get this set, I only have 8 of the Fellowship. I'm missing Sam.
Oh, you don't have a Sam? Is this the only one
I-
Sam's in?
Yep.
Huh.
It's one of those, when Lego distributed
Oh, they even gave
all
them the gray cloaks in these sets. This one I don't remember quite as much. Man, there are some cool molds made for these.
I have this one as well. This was
the Rohan minifigures.
Oh my goodness! I just noticed they
great.
used that piece from the Ninjago spinners that is
Yes,
like
they
never in
did.
anything.
Yep. Yeah, like
That shield piece never reappeared. We do still use this sword piece today, though.
Yes, the Rohirrim helmets also were very nice molds.
Yeah, those definitely weren't ever used again. Both helmets, never used again.
Yeah, this would have been a good armor builder set. I wish I could have gotten a few.
Yeah,
but,
it actually is.
Their main feature is they're supposed to be stuck onto the Helm's Deep wall.
Which is why I always... It's like, there's little, like, circular pieces that you could basically just slide the set into Helm's Deep.
Oh. Okay.
It's like you've got 2 of these in Helm's Deep, you have a pretty large deeping wall.
Yeah. That's why I always wanted, Helm's Deep, the larger set, but never got it. For unknown reasons.
We've got Attack on Weathertop.
This is a very... I like this one a lot, mostly because it's very fun to build, especially with how they shape it to get that the
Does
slope
the spiral
going up towards
staircase
it.
piece still exist?
I don't know.
I feel like it still has its practical application,
Yeah.
It's always felt not too Lego to me.
Yeah. I mean, it does do a very it does one thing, but it does that one thing very well.
Wait, is that not Sam in this set?
No, that's Mary.
Charlie from Lost.
Oh, I see it.
Can you click on the set link itself to see if there's another picture of the other side?
Yeah. There's this one.
Yeah, you don't really see it though on that one.
I'm trying to think of which of these swords still exist. I don't think the
Sting.
Yeah, I don't think that mold exists anymore.
Yeah.
But like the general Lord of the Rings sword, do we see that ever anymore?
I feel like regular Castle might use it still.
Yeah, because
this is a Gladius, isn't it?
The 2013 Castle line still used a bunch of those.
Actually, what am I thinking? We can just check.
That's true.
Okay.
There it is.
So many swords. Long sword. I want to see it in all colors, of course. Gold wouldn't have been in Lord of the Rings, so I want to see where that... A minifigure series 13.
Series 17.
So it looks like just
17,
minifigures.
18 as well. But that 2018, that's not too long ago. We last saw that one. And this one looks like in Pearl Silver. This is the one that's in this set. Also, Series 6. Oh man, $3. What a nice time. And the minifigures are just better. Leprechaun, a Minotaur, Statue of Liberty. What a time.
Gee.
And then this one, it looks like it without like the pearl stuff, just gray. That was a Series 12, okay. And then the gunmetal. Series 7.
The vampire hearse.
Oh, it's all the...
So it looks like this is the last seen about 4 years ago.
Okay. They probably still have it then.
Maybe,
to utilize it whenever they want.
And this one...
I don't feel like that one's gonna appear really much anywhere else.
Yeah, not outside Lord of the Rings.
It's kind of iconic for its shape, so...
Mm-hmm.
Is there other colors? Nope. Yeah,
Nope.
So that one is exclusive to Lord of the Rings. What about... The Gladius I know wasn't made for this theme, so I wonder what else that's...
Really? I don't remember seeing it
I'm
outside
pretty sure
this.
it was
before
in a CMF first, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Like for
When was Series 7?
Series 7 was 2012. That would have been the
So
same time.
the same
as
year. Yeah.
And looks like this color was last seen in Series 11. Oh, I already was looking at that. I'm looking for the gunmetal version. Oh, this in gunmetal came out in 2011, Series 5, though. With, I believe that was a Gladiator minifigure. So. But yeah, it looks like the Gladius sword piece might be gone. I mean, LEGO doesn't actually use a lot of medieval weaponry these days.
Yeah, they don't really have any theme to carry it in.
And then,
Sadly.
like all the castle sets, they at least just pander to nostalgia, so they don't really need better weapons. It's sad.
Yeah. It's a very... Yeah. But, like, back to Weathertop itself, very, I think, well designed.
Yep, I think it's a very good
and
set.
very action-packed also for how it was. It was like 60-ish, 67.
Ooh, this theme was expensive.
Yeah, there's like a premium for all the sets, but,
But it was
just
worth
like
they knew
prices for these days.
They knew suckers like me would buy it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's probably why it was forgotten about faster, because not as many people bought it for the price.
Yeah.
This next one isn't a great price to part ratio, but it's a bit better. Mine's a Moria. I definitely remember this set.
Very, very action-packed.
Why is that image not loading?
It was loading.
Oh, hey, look, they have Gimli's dead cousin is included in this set. Oh, no, that's, sorry, that's the skeleton. Sorry.
No, Balin, there is a skeleton inside the...
Okay, there is.
And he's very tall for a dwarf.
I don't know if I didn't notice it in my first watch through of the movies that they changed. In the book, Pippin just throws a rock down the well because he wants to see what it will do. Instead of the skeleton in the bucket in the movie.
Well, the skeleton in the bucket is more dramatic. So.
Also, it makes, Pippin look like less of an idiot and more of an accident instead of just like being an actual idiot. But then it makes
Gandalf's reaction seem way worse.
Gandalf seems just like he will kill Pippin. Like
Gimli's axes could have been a bit better. I think they deserved a new mold.
Yeah.
Especially because that other one that's way too tall. The minifigure selection for this one is actually kind of odd. Is this the only set Boromir is in?
Yep.
You gotta understand.
The only set with Pippin.
Is the only one with Pippin too?
Most of the Fellowship is like divided into exclusive sets.
Oh no, Legolas is in this one too. Okay, yeah. That makes a bit more sense.
Like Legolas and Gimli show up a lot. Aragorn shows up in a few. Frodo shows up in a few. But I feel like they're like Aragorn and Frodo both like have exclusive variants anytime they show up multiple times, but not entirely sure.
I believe you're at least correct on Frodo, because when he's in the Council of Elrond set, he has a different head. Head print.
All right, and next up we've got a large one.
Yep, the ultimate one for the wave.
Deep. Why didn't Castle fans like this more?
I don't know why they won. It's a pretty spectacular castle.
I want this set like desperately, but it never quite worked out. Now it's
what is that face?
The Berserker.
Oh, that's
face?
the Berserker who he throws himself into the bomb.
I know what a Berserker is, but like, what's the face?
It's his face. Like
it's his helmet. It's the helmet he has on.
Oh, it's supposed to be a helmet, but it's just printed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not a lot more to say. It's a pretty nice set.
Yeah, very
Pictures
detailed.
On the other side.
Yeah, see if you can get one of the interior.
Oh, look, this shows it matched up with that other set we saw earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can just keep extending it.
Yeah.
Essentially, you get a really good wall.
Yeah, there. Interior. It's kind of there.
There's another section that has more.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Next picture. Yep. So you have a little feast hall stuff.
With a rat.
Yeah.
It's Stuart Little.
We should have gotten the Stuart Little box set, I'm telling
When
you.
was the last time the set included the rat?
I feel like it can't have
Rat.
been... Wait, no. It has to be, like, outdated at this point. They like more realistic,
Yeah, they usually...
animals now.
Is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Rat.
Post this rat.
Look at all the colors. This is the only one to reach double digits. The Denmarkian gray rat. Lots of Harry Potter sets included rats. What are they trying to say there? Jester's volcano lair. That was still a while ago. Oh, hey, look, it was in the land speeder. Which one was this at this point? I don't know, because this set's re-released so much. This one has stickers. I don't recall. This is a newer one, isn't it?
A newer one.
2017. I don't like this one. Oh, it was last in like the Harley Quinn set. So this rat has not shown up for quite a bit. It's been 4 years.
It might be dead.
What about the white rat? Old Harry Potter. And oh, hey, look, it's frozen.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, my sister had that set.
Here's the one in the original gray. This has got to be old. Yep. More Harry. Every Harry Potter set contained a rat. Was it always Scrabble?
Scrabble?
Wasn't his name Scrabbles?
Scabbers.
Oh.
Scabbers.
Scrabble is a
this
game.
Oh, this rat is completely exclusive to Doc Ock's hideout.
Oh, that means I have that rat.
Is that Captain Stacy?
No, that's supposed to be Harry Osborn, I think.
Oh.
He looks a lot more old.
Then we have a dark gray rat. Oh my goodness. Scabbers has come in so many... These old Harry Potter sets were weird, man.
Yeah.
Look at that chest. That's a transparent pink chest.
That's kind of cool.
Oh boy. And Earth Orange. Scary Laboratory from Studios.
Hey, we talked about that set.
Yeah.
Reddish brown. I believe this is the current brown that we use these days. But we haven't seen this since 2006 Arkham Asylum. And glowing white rat. So it looks like the rat might be retired.
Just put in his work.
2018 was the last time we saw it in any color. Well, so long.
Maybe the rat is gone.
Rip.
Orc Forge. I didn't have this, but I knew someone that did.
I have
it. Yeah, I also have it.
I do. I like sets like this that have like things that go along a conveyor belt.
It was a bit like a smaller version of the dwarf mine from Castle, except with the purpose of building an army to destroy the world of men.
The helmets and shields are even printed in this one. That
yes,
orc is naked.
That was the best part. That's supposed to be Lurtz before when he's born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's born naked.
He is
born
naked. We're all born naked.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
That reminds me, stupid story, but like someone when I was in co-op said like, "Oh, I wasn't born naked." Like, he seemed to genuinely believe it, and he was a bit of a blonde, so to say. Not that his hair color was, but he was, you know.
Temperament was.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, I know most people are, but I wasn't." And it's like, how do you think that worked out for you there? Yeah.
Oh man, look at these armor pieces. They're so cool. And I'm absolutely certain. I want to check on those parts real quick that they were never utilized for anything outside. That's such a waste.
The printed things?
Not the printed even necessarily, but just the mold for them at least. It's probably going to show the printed variants because of the way that the database, yeah.
Colors?
I don't think colors, yeah.
Okay.
Swooshable. So yeah, it won't show that there. Oh well. Man, it was cool though.
It is pretty cool.
Hey, look! Here's a
Polybags.
polybag. Frodo and alcohol.
Two of my favorite things.
That's another piece I haven't seen in a long time. The cup.
The goblet
Mm-hmm.
of fire.
Cup without wreath.
Opposed to the cup with wreath. Night Lord. Wow.
Whoa. These... Palpatine's arrest. I forgot about this set. This is one of the better Star Wars sets.
Yeah. Jam-packed. With Jedi Masters.
What was that? That was 2012? Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we thought it was expensive back then.
Let's see, the gold cup then would probably be utilized more.
Ooh, the skeleton ship.
Oh, this one was utilized pretty recently,
recent.
but they only use it in gold now, apparently. Maybe the yellow version?
Pack.
No, that is not. Yeah, gold definitely just replaced the yellow. Where is it in green? Ah, I see. Interesting. All right. Oh, another polybag. Is that? Because I remember, wasn't most of the orc stuff in a metallic plastic color? Because this one looks like in a flat color.
That might be a render thing. They're kind of glossy, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering though if this is a
Yeah.
polybag if they wouldn't have given them the glossy parts.
No, it looks like it's still glossy.
Okay.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, probably that render.
Probably a render thing then.
Okay, so I want to see this helmet. So it's only in this color.
And only in 4 sets. I wonder which 4 sets.
We'll get to that one in a bit. Interesting. Oh, Elrond, and he's
Oh,
ticked.
yeah. I
Was this piece was invented for Lord of the Rings as
Yeah.
well, wasn't it?
yes, it was.
That's
yeah.
definitely been used. I know it was used for the Pyro Vipers and
And I
Ninjago.
feel like Egypt might have used something like that as well.
I don't know
not-
if it ever came in any other colors. Why is it only taking me to Rebrickable for this piece?
Sometimes Brickset does that.
Ah, okay. Oh, look. Sword.
Man, that makes me think of Lord of the Rings so much.
Yeah, I know, right?
There we go.
So now we're on the next wave, which I think is also the last wave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Sadly.
So I don't remember these sets quite as much, honestly. But
I remember this one very
or almost all of the other
distinctly.
ones were all these. No, some were Two Towers, but we don't have any Return of the King sets in this first wave.
No, you
Well,
do.
there is
Shelob.
Shelob.
Okay, I always the way because I still categorize everything by the 6 books because of the way I first read them. So I always forget that that's part of Return of the King because the Frodo and Sam part of Return of the King in the books is pretty boring for like 80% of it.
And it's still pretty boring in the movies, too.
I think you're wrong, but oh well.
Wow, this is a cool set.
It is.
There's nothing like this.
There isn't. It came with everything.
It is very expensive on the secondhand market, and it was $200 back then.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
is a
there's
pretty
basically-
big set for a theme Lego did not seem to have much faith in, judging by how long
Yeah.
it lasted, or maybe it was a licensing thing.
It may have been both, honestly. Especially since, like, in the coming years, they put more into the Hobbit sets than they did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, well, probably because they thought we could talk. Have you guys seen the stuff that's going on with the DC sets and all the controversy there lately?
Not particularly.
There's been some really what's the best word? Lego's customer service has given out some very poorly worded statements that have caused a lot of controversy. How they said they only make sets based on recent movies and TV shows, and that's why DC isn't getting anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's another episode in itself. But this wasn't too bad a price for piece ratio, especially by today's standards. You got
And the
Eagle.
interior is Yeah, the interior is also very well done.
The Ent, do we have a better picture of the Ent? Because I'm not...
There should be. There's the Ent.
I'm not big on the Ent.
No, but he does, he'd at least be able to stand up. I believe you could, there's a function to turn the knob on the back so you can make the arm swing back and forth.
Like a bionicle.
Kind of.
Cool. Look,
Very good stuff. Yep. The only set where he comes in. And they had two different, bottom halves for Saruman. One where, it's the wedge piece, and the other one where he has legs.
Yeah, it was before they add the dress piece, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The eagle is cool, too.
Yeah.
Look at all these staffs. Oh, speaking of which, when we were watching the movie last night, I didn't bring it up then, but... So Gandalf's staff is taken away during their battle in the movie, but then he just has it again when he gets to Elrond's house.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, if you watch Brotherhood Workshop's shorts, you know that Gandalf went to Ollivander's shop in Diagon Alley to get a new staff before going to Rivendell.
I thought you can't just replace a wizard staff. Not that I'm taking your answer seriously. I'm just talking about, in general.
There is no explanation.
Is it like that in the books as well? Or they not really mention the staff in the books? Which would not make sense, so why he'd, imprison him with his staff.
Yeah, I don't think it does mention it. It may just be that Elrond had some stuff lying around, or that as an Istari he can just do this since he is empowered in that way.
He has a staff on the eagle in this set, which raises more questions.
Well,
maybe he swooped in through a window and grabbed the staff. You never know.
Yeah, this has got to be up there with one of the much harder to get Lego sets these days.
The good ones usually are.
Interestingly, they have just a completely minimalized version of it in the wizard battle.
Which is great. I love this. Especially the Palantir in the center. Which is just a dome.
It's printed?
No, that's
inside
head.
is the Eye of Sauron. It's in a minifigure head.
Oh, no, it looks printed from here.
It's a minifigure head.
It's a minifigure head.
Then is there a rendering issue? Because, the print...
Go to the other images. So it's the same piece as the yellow lamps that are there.
Yeah, I get that. I also didn't think a minifigure head fit in this piece.
Yeah, that's how they did the that's how they did the ice orbs from Alpha Team.
Huh.
I think the monks were a different piece.
Yeah, it looks more like it here. It's just in that first one, the print.
Yeah.
Not in this one, but in this one, the print actually doesn't line up with the head.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. Again, they have small scale sets that make complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't see it. My brother had this one.
I also have it. It's a very lovely set with those
My first
leaves.
stop motion was made with this set.
Nice.
It's out there somewhere, I think.
And the only way you can get Arwen and Elrond in that version.
Oh yes, well, Elrond was in a poly bag.
Well,
that was his second age version.
Oh, so is that poly bag exclusive?
Yes.
How much does that go for then?
I don't know. I think it has something to do with the video game.
You can get the minifigure for not that much. 17, 20. That doesn't seem that bad. Is there any major characters? I guess remind me to come back to that when we get through this.
Okay. Yeah. Also to note, Council of Elrond, Gimli is not exclusive in any single way. That is if you bought the Khazad-dûm set, then you'd also have that Gimli.
Battle at Blackgate. This is one I don't really remember all that well.
This is another one my cousin had, but he also had Helm's Deep, so he had the good
Gandalf
stuff.
the White. This is the first time we've seen Aragorn? Aragorn? Which one is it?
No, Aragorn was in Helm's Deep.
Was he?
But this is an exclusive.
Yeah,
variant.
this one's exclusive to this set.
Aragorn is in Helm's Deep
Helm's Deep. Okay.
and Weathertop.
Yeah.
Okay. The minifigure selection isn't the greatest in this one. You got a lot of exclusives, but it doesn't feel right.
Well, because like the setting is supposed to be, your big armies.
Also, this is a $60 set.
Yeah, you also have, Aragorn and Gandalf's suicide mission with Gwaihir. Like, this would be the perfect place to bump up the price, like maybe another $10. Put a Gondor soldier in here, since you haven't had a Gondor soldier at all in your line.
Mouth of Sauron is cut from the theatrical version, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's in the extended edition, which is a definitive way to watch these movies.
Yep.
It is interesting he got a minifigure then. Also, like an exclusive helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, they gave this theme a good budget.
Yeah.
What is wrong with Lego these days? Pirate ship ambush.
I had this one as well.
Did you have this one?
Yeah.
This has got to go for a lot these days, doesn't it? Not as much as the tower, but it's a cool ship. Some ghost
I think
warriors.
The tower was an exclusive of some kind.
What's that one? Is that supposed to be a ghost?
That's supposed to be that's supposed to be one of the Umbarans.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much to say, but it's cool.
It is a ship.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice ship.
It doesn't float.
Not a floating toy.
I think it might float.
I do think it's a bit odd that they had
that's it.
Yeah. It should also mention they had a video game.
Yes, I think it's no longer on Steam, but it is on Humble Bundle currently.
My sister and I bought it when it came out.
I got it for free.
Yeah,
because they're just like giving it away for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had DLC for it with some other stuff, but
so I'm thinking going through all of these.
Never got around to that.
What characters were not released? Because they actually have a pretty great spread of characters.
Well, basically nothing from Return of the King. Like all the characters that they feature.
The Black Gate.
Yes, but so that's one of 2 sets from Return of the King. No, 3 sets. I'm sorry. But all 3 of those sets generally feature like mainline characters that were featured in other sets, like Aragorn, Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli. Yeah, they have the Ghost King in the pirate ship, and they have the Mouth of Sauron in the Black Gate. But those are kind of just mooks.
Well, yeah, they don't have any Rohan, do they? Or these are Rohan guys, aren't they?
Those are Rohan. They don't have anyone from Gondor except Boromir.
No Faramir.
He is no Faramir.
There's nothing with Galadriel, is there?
There's no soldiers of Gondor. Yeah, Galadriel doesn't appear.
They didn't get any Galadriel in the Hobbit sets, did they? Because they threw her into those movies.
No, they did have Galadriel in the Hobbit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get her from there. But the only one from Lothlorien is Haldir, and he's in the Helm's Deep set.
My biggest disappointment with this theme is there was never like either a minifigure scale Sauron or like a big fig type Sauron. Like they could have done it.
See, I was always weirded out with the movies that they even show Sauron with a body, so because like I don't think in the books they ever have a description of him.
They do, but it's vague.
But yeah, the Tower of Sauron is a weird, even though it appeared in Lego form in the Lego Batman movie.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, they never had that set, but I guess it would be too similar to Orthanc.
Yeah, it is pretty similar. Which is kind of weird they made Orthanc and not the Tower of Sauron, you know?
I disagree. There's more to do with Orthanc than Barad-dûr.
I know, but
because people actually go to Orthanc than they do.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it seems more iconic, you know?
Because it has the giant eye on top.
Yeah.
Which is kind of their big bad of the movies.
Yeah. There were rumors circulating at one point that there's going to be an Amon Hen set, as well as some other stuff with like Osgiliath, the battle between the Gondor Rangers and the Mordor Orcs. But obviously those never came to pass.
Any other minifigures that they didn't make that are like big?
Well, they made Theoden. They did not make Eowyn. So we don't have the entire house.
Mm-hmm.
They also did not make everyone's favorite man from Rohan, Erkenbrand, who Gandalf leads to. Oh wait, he doesn't appear in the movies. That's why. Instead,
Just
his
like
role is taken up by
Glorfindel.
Eomer. Yeah, just like Glorfindel.
No Tom Bombadil? Yeah, like
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Tom Bombadil did appear in the game, so that was nice.
Did he?
In
Yeah.
the Lego game, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think Goldberry did, but
I think
At
she
least Tom did.
does. Maybe.
Does she?
I can't say for certain, but I thought so.
Man, there's not a single bad set in this theme.
no, they're all very solid.
I mean, especially
Maybe just a bit
the
overpriced.
sword.
Like, Sword is my favorite, gonna be honest.
And you got this cool Elrond poly bag. Frodo with alcohol. I mean, what's not to love?
Everything about it is just so right.
So yeah, probably don't have time to go over all the Hobbit ones. You think, is there actually more Hobbit sets?
There are.
'Cause there's
There was,
16 here.
there are actual movies devoted to the Hobbit at the time.
You skipped H.
Yeah, because under the...
So 24.
Yeah, that's going to require an episode within itself. Though these are also really great sets.
Yeah. Like I don't, as much as I complain about the movies, I don't think
One
I
of the
can
lead.
complain
This
about
is
the
the
theme.
Comic-Con exclusive, though. That minifigure is the same exact one used in the sets.
It's amazing.
That made a nice, like, uproar.
I am very glad.
Dang, they never got to the Battle of Five Armies with the sets, really.
They did.
Okay,
There's the Lonely Mountain, and there's
kind
that.
of. Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's actually one of the weakest sets I've seen. Oops.
Sadly. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's about it. I thought there might have been a chance it returned this year with the Rings of Power. Though I don't blame Lego for not wanting to, tack their name on with that.
Yeah. Well,
But
they want willing to put their name with a bunch of other dubious projects. But...
yeah, that's true. But I kind of wish when they were a little bit more adventurous with that, like Lego Lone Ranger and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we got what we did, though these sets are all very expensive in the aftermarket. Oh, look at this. Battle of the Black Gate
Exceedingly.
was like over 200 now. It's a $60 set when it came out.
Yeah.
I think it's the only one with Gandalf the White, too.
And that Aragorn and the Mouth of Sauron. And one of 3 ways to get an eagle.
Oh, boy.
So
How much does, like, the Mouth of Sauron go for? Ooh. It's almost as much, what is, the Amazing Spider-Man minifigure?
You keep on thinking it's way less than it is. Like, the Amazing Spider-Man one is like 8,000, maybe?
No, because it keeps going up. No. There. Oh my gosh, it's gone up even higher.
what does that say?
The cheapest one is 11,040.
Oh my.
Mace owns this.
Mace should sell this.
Never.
I'm trying to see what they've actually sold for. Last 6 months, one of them did sell for 9,000. Let's see. Does it show up on like eBay or anything?
At that point, sentiment be damned. I could solve a lot of my financial problems if I had an $11,000 minifigure.
But it's only going to go up further.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Let's see. What's this site? Brick Economy. Yeah, it does sell for that price.
Nice.
Nice.
Dang, like, it's literally the most valuable thing. Also, that is way more valuable than any of the other Spider or any of the other Comic-Con minifigures. What is this PS4 one? Because that's actually one of my favorites. How much does this one go for these days? Because I like this one.
Than you could imagine.
Did I have a link to it there? Under 1,000.
Okay.
Less than 10% of what
it's affordable. You could get it. That was only $992.
I mean, technically, yes, I could get it and still eat and everything currently.
Yes.
But we should buy Mace this one. You know, just because he's already this far in.
This one will become like more valuable with time too.
Let's start an LLC and just use that minifigure as collateral. It's worth enough, you know. I think you probably could take out a loan on that minifigure.
Oh, yeah.
That would depend on how understanding your banker is, I think.
I mean, there's multiple references. Like, Mr. Gold goes for around 4,000 to 6,000. It's got to be the most expensive minifigure then, that Spider-Man one, doesn't it?
Yeah, if only I was hunting for... If only I'd gotten Mr. Gold when I was hunting around for him.
I think Mace said he paid like $40 for that Spider-Man minifigure.
That would be some pretty good return.
Yeah.
$11,000.
But, you know, $11,000 goes away, but Spider-Man is forever.
That's right. He should put that in a bank strong box.
He probably should.
With all we've been talking about it.
Oh boy.
Time to dox Mace real quick.
I don't know. I think he lives somewhere in the United States.
No, that's too much information.
Oh. Boy. Probably. Dang, like... That's like almost worth as much as my car.
Man, I wish Mace would capitalize on his minifigure and become rich.
Well, 11,000 is not exactly enough to make you rich.
Yeah. But
maybe
since
he could sell it to Donald Trump.
He doesn't have 5 of them. You can sell it to what, Leo?
Donald Trump.
That's like baffling. Like, in all collectibles, that $10,000 is a lot for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm thinking people don't even pay $10,000 for like collectible video games and stuff. Wow.
We live in a crazy world where that's the kind of value we have on these. Like, we have made a system where that's super rare enough that people are willing to pay that much.
If they ever did like release a Far From Home set that had the other Spider-Man in it, it'd probably go down in value.
Probably. But
yeah.
Seeing as that's the only one. The only representation.
So we know it is. Someone did buy it for 9,000 recently. So if you could probably put it up for like 8,000, you'd probably instantly sell it.
Maybe not instantly, but after a few weeks or months.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more instantly than top dollar value for sure, though.
Yeah. I guess the thing, you got to undercut the market in some way.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, 9,000 is the benchmark, and there's 10 to 11,000 ones sitting up for sale. No, 10 to 14, sorry. 11,040 is the minimum. Is there any listings for like just the minifigure without the case? There is not.
I believe they try to keep them what's called
It's not a
condition.
great minifigure either.
It kind of looks like the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's like solid red legs with some blue printing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. It looks just like any other Spider-Man to me. I wouldn't be willing to pay that much for it.
Well, I certainly wouldn't be willing to pay that much for it either, but I think it's pretty freaking cool.
I would buy it for $3.50.
Like $350 or $3.50.
$3.50.
I would probably pay, a good $200. And
I'd
I feel
pay
satisfied.
If you could
2
resell it
million
for
yen
9,000, yeah.
for
No,
it.
I mean to keep it.
No, just keep it.
Is I was gonna keep it. I don't own any other Spider-Man minifigure. At that point, though, I'd also be so far in that I'd have to buy every other Spider-Man minifigure.
Yeah. I think it has to go that far.
Of course it does, Leo. Do you not know how I collect things?
Yeah, I do.
There's also the Black Suit Comic-Con
That's right.
one, which Mace does not have, of course. He doesn't have the PS4 one either.
He'll probably get that someday.
Maybe. Wow.
Get it for another $40.
Well, he got that one, like, shortly after Comic-Con happened. So...
Uh-huh.
Which, he would have been, like, 16 at the time, so I'm surprised he was able to. Alright, well, that's actually gonna about do it for us today. So, like I said, a bit of a shake-up in the cast this week. Hopefully we have more people on in the future.
Hopefully I'm not on in the future is what he's saying.
This podcast is making me wish I had made my set buying choices more judiciously when I was younger. I would have definitely gone harder into Clone Wars if I had known how much they're going to the aftermarket now.
Are the Clone Wars sets going for a lot now?
Well, a lot of the minifigures from it, like the Captain Rex and the Commander Cody from 2008, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like specific clones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the light up lightsabers are worth something.
Do you have those? I think they are.
I have the Obi-Wan and the Anakin from the Duel on Mustafar.
One light up light saber mini. Why can't I type? Brick link. Light up Obi-Wan. Well, that one is yours in good condition, Leo.
Not really. I'm not sure if it still lights up. Is the thing.
Okay, but is
I
the
think it
printing
might.
and everything in good condition?
Yeah, the printing's fine.
You could probably get around $60.
That's not worth it. to part with an old friend.
And you said you have the Anakin as well?
Yeah, the Anakin.
Dang, that Anakin has an ugly face.
Yeah, but it's the only one that doesn't have his communicator from the Starfighter.
So for the ones that have a lightsaber that doesn't work, around 40. But that one also broken. Is the cape in good condition?
The capes are fine.
Yeah, between 50 and 100.
Okay. Still not enough. That's why I guess I should have been more diligent with my toys when I was younger.
I don't think I have too many like really valuable minifigures, as I tend not to go for the licensed stuff. And those tend not to go up in value quite as much.
Yeah. I don't think I got anything like from Star Wars that would be considered valuable on the aftermarket now.
Well, I mean, those two actually are pretty valuable as far as most Star Wars minifigures go.
That's fair. Yeah.
So, all right. As always, you can watch our latest episodes on Rumble every week. Might upload a Ninjago video I did there because YouTube has immediately copyright claimed it.
Yeah, you should do that.
But I don't know if I'll be continuing the series now because they ticked me off.
Well, you should do it and make it exclusive to Rumble.
Well, how many people will we actually attract?
I'm sure people on the server will watch it.
Some people, 3. I don't know if it's just worth
I would watch it.
Because you would watch it, yeah. It's it takes it's not like I put as much effort as some people know, but it's a good 4 or so hours to make a video like that, only to have it not accessible by the general public. I'll put that one up though. I mean, it should eventually go up on YouTube after Lego just lets the copyright challenge, take its course in like 30 days. What a joke. Ugh. But yeah, I might go ahead and upload that there. And all the podcasts are uploaded there after they premiere on YouTube. Also, we do have the Discord server, as was mentioned previously. Go ahead and join that. Link is in the description below. Be sure to like and share the video. It makes it recommended to people, so they go ahead and watch it. And it comes up in their suggested feed, which it does not otherwise. Also, be sure to leave a comment while the live stream is going and afterwards, because that also helps us quite a bit. Join us every week, Mondays around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for a new episode of the BCC podcast. Once again, I'm LQ, and for Ford and Malaris, thank you for listening. Ford, Leo, and Malaris, thank you for listening. We'll see you on the next episode.